A missile strike in Ukraine's Pavlograd district left 34 wounded, including 5 children. It's May 1st, which is a day for workers' rights in many countries. These demonstrators are in France. Daria Albinger, ABC News.
From ABC News, tech trends, America's lowest cost electric vehicle is no more. This week, General Motors announced it would be ending production of the Chevy Bolt at around $26,000 before federal and state EV tax incentives. It's the country's cheapest electric car.
The Bolt was a lot more like an economy car. It was front-wheel drive, kind of dowdy.
Freelance auto journalist Patrick George says despite the Bolt's diminutive stature, the car was well-liked among the automotive press, especially for that price.
There were people walking out the door, $20,000 to $25,000, and for that you get a very practical car. It's very fun to drive, that uses no gasoline and can go for 260 miles.
GM says the Bolt will eventually be replaced by an electric Chevy Equinox, but George says that car is bigger, and it's expected to be pricier, too.
I think a lot gets lost when the focus just becomes on larger and more expensive vehicles.
With Tech Trends, I'm Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
For what it's worth, I'm Sherry Preston. It's something every woman is going to encounter, menopause. And when author Janice Dunn started to see the signs, she wanted to read up.
Pregnancy books for days. One book on menopause. It was from like 1992. Dry, dusty, sad.
So she wrote her own, called Hot and Bothered, talking to experts and offering advice on dealing with symptoms like hot flashes.
I breathe in, count of 5, then you hold it for 8 counts. And then breathe out. And there's something about giving yourself control.
And while hot flashes tend to get the most attention, ABC News Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Jennifer Ashton says the symptoms can go head to toe.
Bleeding patterns can change, hot flashes, mood swings, trouble sleeping, skin changes, hair changes, weight changes.
Dr. Ashton says the changes are so pervasive for women over 40. If they are experiencing something new or unusual,
think hormonal, think perimenopause.
For what it's worth, Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Live and local from our studios in Santa Rosa, this is Sonoma County's Morning News on Marconi Award-winning KSRO.
Good morning. It is 8:33. Today is Monday, May 1st. I'm Michelle Marquis.
And I'm Larry Olson. Dan Tricios, our producer, web editor, Jeff Woodward.
Well, I don't want to jinx it, so I don't really want to preview it, but I'm excited about our next interview. But I don't know if I should jinx it because our guest may or may not be available. She had a long weekend in Hollywood. I don't know. Wink, wink. I'm not going to say anymore.
All right.
But stick around. Hopefully at 8:48 we'll have a great interview for you. Here are the top stories this morning. 2 people were injured in a drive-by shooting in Santa Rosa.
California ranks lower on the list of best states for working mothers.
And today is the first day to apply for new burn permits in Sonoma County.
Coming up in sports, a 50 burger for Steph Curry, and the Dubs advance to take on the Lakers.
For your morning ride, here is Paul Maxwell.
Thanks, Michelle. A few slowdowns continuing for Monday morning. North 101 stretches at brake lights in Santa Rosa from just before Fern and Yolanda to College. Southbound just a little heavy at Highway 12. Eastbound 12 slows from 101 in stretches out Transmission. Westbound heavy approaching Calistoga Road to just past 4th. Also heavy on westbound 12 from Fulton out to the Gramercy Highway to Sebastopol. Minor backup though from the Gramercy approaching Highway 12. South 101 slows in Marin from Roland down to North San Pedro, and some heaviness as usual both directions in the Sonoma Valley, Boys Hot Springs, and south of Sonoma Plaza. Your next update at 8:45. Now with Sonoma County's most accurate, most dependable forecast, here's Daniel Tricios.
Thanks, Paul, and I'll tell you what, I'll jinx it after this weather report. Mostly sunny for today, high of 63, 54 along the coast, wind gusts up to 20 miles an hour. Double that if you're along the shores, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers tonight, low 46 degrees. Temps will be in the 60s every day this week. Could see some light rain and showers for the next couple of days. Thursday and Friday, a few clouds, but no showers or rain expected. Oh, darn, I'm out of time.
All right, it's Herlinda. We're supposed to talk to Herlinda. I'm going to text her to remind her. She was at the... I'm not gonna jinx it. All right. It is 54 in Windsor, 51 in Petaluma, and 53 in Santa Rosa. Traffic on the 5s, weather 6 6 times an hour. Mornings on KSRO, where the news time is 8:36. A drive-by shooting in Santa Rosa left 2 people injured. Late Friday night, an unknown vehicle drove up to a group of people in the 900 block of West 8th Street. 2 people got out of the car and started shooting at the group outside of a residence. 2 people were shot and suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police were called to the scene, but the victims were not there. They had gone to a local hospital. No arrests have been made and no suspects have been identified.
California is approving a rule to end the sale of diesel trucks in the state by 2036. More for Brian Shook.
The rule would also require fleet owners have their trucks be electric or zero emissions by 2042. California Governor Gavin Newsom praised the approval, saying the state is showing the world what real climate action looks like. It must now rely on federal approval for enforcement. I'm Brian Shook.
California is not the best state for working mothers. Wallet Hub ranked all of the states and the District of Columbia for best states for working moms. California ranked 35th, while Golden State ranked well in work-life balance and coming in at 6th. It ranked 49th for childcare and 26th for professional opportunities. Massachusetts took the top spot, while Louisiana came in last.
Starting today, CAL FIRE will require new burn permits for people living in 6 Northern California counties, including Sonoma, Lake, and Napa. Burn permits are available for free online, but property owners must submit an application and watch a short educational video first. Permits will be valid for 1 year through April 30th of next year. Permits are required for people burning materials in state responsibility areas, those jurisdictions where CAL FIRE is responsible for fire prevention and suppression.
A 42-year-old man was arrested after evading police in a stolen vehicle in Santa Rosa. On Saturday evening in the area of Cleveland Avenue and Bicentennial Way, patrolling officers found someone driving a stolen SUV. After waiting for additional units to respond, police tried to pull the SUV over, but it sped off, heading up Fountain Grove Parkway. The vehicle slowed down at a corner and a woman jumped out. She told police that the driver refused to let her go. The SUV ended up in an embankment on Parker Hill Road. The driver, Javier Contreras, ran away on foot, but he was tackled as he tried to jump a fence.
Mental health crisis is taking a heavy toll on kids. Statistics show it's the main reason they're ending up in hospitals across California. That's why Governor Gavin Newsom is declaring this Children's Mental Health Awareness Week. He says the state is creating a comprehensive and coordinated support that ensures there is no wrong door for help. That includes partnering with schools, doctors, social service agencies, parks, and many others to listen and offer children the resources they need.
A driver is recovering from major injuries after going over a cliff in Marin County, but the crash actually could have been worse. His car fell 530 feet Friday night and landed on a tree that actually kept it from falling even further. 3 U.S. Air Force airmen saw it happen and made their way down a ravine on Mount Tamalpais to help. Crews then arrived and rappelled down as well. The Sonoma County Sheriff's Office has released video of the rescue.
2 people have been arrested after a shooting at a mobile home park in Roanoke Park. Shooting happened last Thursday night at the Rancho Feliz mobile home park on Madrigal Street. 52-year-old victim was shot once and has serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Suspects were not there when officers arrived. Detectives were able to find surveillance video and identify the suspects as 29-year-old Jeffrey Arriaga of Sebastopol and 24-year-old Hector Garcia of Roanoke Park. They were arrested and evidence related to the crime was located in a vehicle Arriaga was driving.
California's Yosemite National Park is reopened after flood concerns. Park officials say the Yosemite Valley closure was supposed to last until Wednesday. Warm weather was expected to cause record snowpack to melt and flood the area. That is no longer the case, since officials say the forecasted river levels went down significantly. 8:40 now at KSRO.
Everyone knows that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? Austin here from More Home Services, and that's especially true when it comes to your air conditioning system. A precision tune-up and professional cleaning costs a little bit up front, just $88, but will prevent much bigger, more expensive, and inconvenient problems later. We actually replace systems all the time for people who don't get annual tune-ups. They either forget, or they just don't realize it's important. So instead of their system lasting 12 or more years like they should, they need to be replaced in just 6 or 7 years. Don't risk it. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Call More Home Services for an $88 air conditioner precision tune-up today and keep your system clean, energy efficient, and in good working shape. Our number is 707-505-8000 or find us online at morehomes.com. morehomesservices.com.
Mosquitoes carry the West Nile virus. To keep you and your family safe, here's a few things you can do.
Report neglected pools, spas, and water features.
Get free mosquito fish from the district office for your outdoor water features, like water troughs, wine barrels, backyard ponds, water features, and other man-made water sources.
Rinse and refill your pet's water dish 1 to 2 times a week. Your backyard chicken water, too. Store containers upside down.
For more information, go to msmosquito.org.
Improperly maintained or neglected pools and spas can produce hundreds of thousands of mosquitoes, resulting in neighborhood-wide mosquito problems that can increase the risk of mosquito-borne diseases like West Nile virus. If you have an unmaintained pool or spa, or know of one in your community, contact the Marin Sonoma Mosquito and Vector Control District at 707-285-2200 or online at msmosquito.org for help. That's 707-285-2200 or msmosquito.org.
It is 8:42 at KSRO, and time for us to take a look at financial news with Steve Reuter at Merrill Lynch. Steve, can you give us a recap of the morning?
Yeah, we have been mixed to higher here for most of the morning. The news event of the day obviously was First Republic assets and infrastructure being acquired by J.P. Morgan over the weekend. That doesn't do much really for the shareholders, both common and preferred shareholders of First Republic, as they'll probably end up with no value, but J.P. Morgan trading up 2.5% on that news. The Dow was up more than 100 points in early trade. We're higher by 47 points now at 34,146. NASDAQ down 37 points at 12,189. 10-year note losing a full point. The yield now 3.55%. Gold lower by $8 at $1,991. I'm Steve Reuter at Merrill Lynch for KSRO.
Financial news at 12 and 42, mornings on KSRO. Now with a KSRO sports update, here's Larry Olson.
Game 7, Warriors and Kings. Steph Curry putting on a master class.
Curry the drive, layup off the glass is good. Curry, three-pointer, bang! Curry with Murray on him, three-pointer, puts it in! Oh, Steph Curry from way downtown!
A playoff career-high 50 points for Curry, complete with 7 three-pointers. Warriors run away with it, put down the Kings in Sacramento, 120-100. Curry's 50, an NBA record for most points in a Game 7 in NBA history. Fellow Splash brother Klay Thompson.
There's a reason he's a two-time MVP, a Finals MVP, is because he pushes us over the top in moments like this. When he's in the zone like that, you try to just get him in his spots, get him the ball, get out the way. Gosh, what an incredible performance. This is a Game 7 I'll forever remember as the Steph Curry game. And
so bring on LeBron James and the Lakers. First playoff meeting between the two teams since 1991. Game 1 tomorrow night in San Francisco. To baseball, Padres beat the Jags 6-4. For a 2-game sweep of Major League Baseball's first regular season series in Mexico City. Giants head to Houston for 7 of the Astros. It starts tonight. A's do a little walk it off.
And that's going to win it for the A's. Ruiz flips his bat as it drops into left center field.
Estuary Ruiz, the game winner. A's snap a 6-game losing streak with a 5-4 win over the Reds. Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. Gallup can help. Access Gallup's free and secure mental health resources today. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at gallup.org. Larry Olson, sports at 13 and 43 past the hour. Mornings on KSRO.
It is 8:45 now at KSRO, and with details of your morning ride, here's Paul Maxwell.
Thanks, Michelle. Things starting to calm down a bit for the Monday morning roadways. Good news is no incidents being reported by the CHP. Slowdowns Santa Rosa 101 Highway 12, minor backup on all approaches. Eastbound 12 also slows from 101 out to Farmers Lane. Pockets of heavy both directions between 4th and Mission. Highway 12 and the Gravenstein Highway, a bit of heavy on the approach heading towards Sebastopol. South 101 slows in Marin County from 437 down to the central San Rafael exit, and still some brake lights both directions of Highway 12 between Roy's Hot Springs and south of Sonoma Plaza. Your next update at 8:55. Now with Sonoma County's most accurate, most dependable forecast, here's Daniel Trucios.
Thanks, Paul. We do have sunny skies for today, or mostly so. High of 63, 54 along the coast. Bit windy, up to 40-mile-an-hour gusts for along the shores. about 20 miles an hour inland. Mostly cloudy with a chance of showers for tonight, low 46 degrees. Could see some showers for Tuesday and Wednesday, and otherwise it'll be just cloudy. Temperatures staying in the 60s this week. Thursday and Friday, a few clouds, no rain though expected then.
53 in Guerneville, 51 in Petaluma, and 53 in Santa Rosa. KSRO news time is 8:46.
Get more KSRO. Breaking news. Listen live and on demand. Use the KSRO listener app. The KSRO mobile app is available now. Download it today.
Sonoma County's FM News Talk, KSRO, at 103.5 in Santa Rosa and 96.9 in Petaluma.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clear skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
It's tax season, and if you own a business, you know exactly how taxing this season can be. Time to contact the certified professionals at Numerical in Roanoke Park. They can help you file your taxes, and because they're local and offer bookkeeping and payroll expertise year-round, you can be sure they'll handle your numbers without treating you like one.
We're Darlene
and Ruben
Sandoval, owners of Numerical.
Call us at 707-238-2281.
238-2281. We're your one-stop shop.
Help the Redwood Empire Food Bank restore a sense of comfort and relief to families who've gone without for far too long. Because We Care underwriter Ungaro & Sons Plumbing, Heating, and Air reminds you that there are 3 ways to donate to the Redwood Empire Food Bank. Donate your time, donate money, or donate food. Perhaps the need feels more urgent during the holidays, but unfortunately, food insecurity is in our community year-round. To donate to the Redwood Empire Food Bank, go to refb.org, refb.org.
Sonoma County's Morning News with Michelle and Larry. Wake up informed and connected. Weekday mornings 6 to 9 a.m. on KSRO.
KSRO.
It is 8:48 at KSRO. Recapping the top local stories this morning, the Santa Rosa City Council is taking the first steps to establish a new taxing district in the downtown area. The city says the new district would use a portion of property tax for infrastructure improvements.
Petaluma man's quick action helped save his neighbors from a house fire, called 911 and helped the residents evacuate the building.
And the SMART train launches weekend evening service this week. The new late schedule will be on Friday and Saturday evenings. The news time now is 8:49.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie Nelson celebrated his 90th birthday with thousands of fans at a star-studded 2-day concert at the Hollywood Bowl in Southern California. And she was there. Our next guest, Herlinda, is the host of Brouhaha on the Drive. And Herlinda, you took the trek down to SoCal to see the show. How was it?
It was well worth the 7-hour drive, I'll tell you that. Would be worth flapping my wings and flying down here on my own arm. What a show! Oh my goodness! So there were 45 scheduled stars that you saw on the poster, including Snoop Dogg, George Strait, Lyle Lovett, Dickie Marley, Sturgill Simpson, Chris Stapleton, and of course sometimes they'd be singing with Willie. Sometimes they'd be just doing some of Willie's songs or songs that he's made famous. Chris Christopherson came out because he wrote a bunch of his songs too, and of course so many others. Norah Jones and Chris Christopherson did a duet. Roseanne Cash, daughter of Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash. So remember the Highwaymen, the supergroup Highwaymen, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Chris Christopherson. So everybody was there except for, of course, Cash and Waylon. But then they did the kids. So Willie's son, Lucas, both his sons, Lucas and Micah,